Apex Legends launched back in 2019, but for me, the journey didn't begin until late season 8. At first, it was just another game to try out, but it didn't take long before I fell in love with it. As someone who adores Titanfall 2, one of my favorite games of all time, Apex felt like the perfect extension of a universe I already cherished. The fluid movement, the satisfying gunplay, and the world building all hooked me immediately. But here's the thing, I didn't have much experience in FPS games before Apex. My gaming roots were planted in entirely different genres, fighting games and sports style. I grew up mastering Naruto Ninja Storm combos, pulling off spikes in Super Smash Bros, and perfecting free kicks in FIFA until it turned awful. Sure, I dabbled in Black Ops 2 and tried Fortnite for a brief moment, but neither stuck with me. Then came 2020. A year no one will forget. I had just graduated high school and found myself stuck at home with nothing but time. While most of my peers were heading off to university or sixth form, I didn't have that opportunity. COVID only magnified that isolation. Gaming became my escape, and Apex became my home. I'd boot up my Xbox One S almost daily, sometimes to play solo, but mostly to squad up with my friends. And let me tell you, when I started, I was terrible, like embarrassingly bad. I was that guy who got downed first in every fight, burned through all the heals and held my team back. My friends loved to remind me of it too, but deep down, I hated being bad at something I loved. I'm not usually a competitive person, but something about Apex lit a fire in me. I didn't want it to just be okay. I wanted to excel, so I put in the work. I watched every guide I could find, from learning recoil patterns to understanding rotations and map controls. I studied legend abilities, practicing until I found the ones that matched my playing style. Slowly but surely, I started to improve. Matches where I'd once been carried turned into games where I was the one clutching up for the squad. By the end of it, I wasn't just good, I was the best player in my friend group. Apex gave me the confidence I didn't know I needed. It pushed me to step outside of my comfort zone, and that didn't stop with gaming. Eventually, I took another leap, creating YouTube videos. It was terrifying at first. Would people watch? Would they care? Slowly but surely they did. While my channel hasn't hit the heights I dream of as yet, I'm so grateful for how far I've come. Apex Legends is more than just a game to me. It's a lifeline. In a time when I felt directionless, it gave me something to pour my energy and creativity into. It wasn't always smooth sailing. I've had my fair share of rage quits, bad teammates, and frustrating metas, but through it all, I kept coming back. This game taught me perseverance, leadership, and how to turn setbacks into comeback. It gave me memories that I'll treasure forever. Whether it's landing in Fragment to die instantly off job, landing at the Fade building to try and 1v3 a sweat wraith who thinks they're Fade, or just sharing laughs with friends late into the night. Now, I see so many people walking away from Apex. They call it a dying game, a toxic relationship. And honestly, I get it. Apex isn't perfect. I don't even play as much as I used to, but for me, this isn't just a game. It's a part of who I am. Apex gave me so much when I needed it the most. Gave me purpose, connection, and joy. And no matter where the game goes from here, it will always mean the world to me.